And we have listeners globally, Bashir, on the frequency www.radiogeneration.co.ke. So, Bashir, as we are sitting right here in the studio, we are worldwide.
Yeah. And remember, this particular second hour, which we call the open mic hour, the podcast hour, is non-stop conversations. What we do is we just light a fire, our wind down fire, and we huddle around that fire, and then we have honest to God conversations. Remember, as you said, it's global, it's international, and there's so many ways you can be able to enjoy this particular hour. First of all, we'll be streaming live on YouTube, that is Radio Generation Kenya. We'll be live on Facebook, that is Radio Generation Kenya. And we're also live, actually, all the way from 7 p.m. up to 10 p.m. We'll be live on X. So you can go on X and search for us, and you'll be able to catch this conversation live and true. So, Emmanuel, on today's breakdown, Maze, what are we talking about?
You guys, we have a lot. We have a lot, Maze. Our in tray is really, really full. We have so much to cover, from DNA et al. To many, many other stories. But just to open the floor, I just want to shout out to our girl, Shaz. Shaz has just sent me a direct message up on my WhatsApp. You guys, my mother used to call it WhatsApp. So mazi hapa on my WhatsApp, amesema she's talking about that story of me getting a toy with that mommy, you guys. Your deal. Nye boy wangu Bruno aliniambia mazi. Cheki Manu, fanya hivi. Kuna dem fulani, namjua, anashikilia, anajua hizo dem. So anafanya hivi, anataka tu mse serious, ukam, mazi upate mtoi na yeye ni no strings attached, bro. Atachunga mtoi, wewe endelee tu na life kwa nataka kuona mtoi sawa, but wewe endelea Manu. Wewe nimpigie. Kini alinionyesha picha yake alafu sasa nini. Lakini sasa chikishida yako Manu ni standards, Manu watu ujinga. Manu uko serious kweli na angalia watoto wangu Manu. Cheki hao ni watoto wangu Manu. Uni we boy wangu alafu ni madota wangu wawili. In fact wacha nipige hi, uko fiti, how are you? I'm just saying say hi to uncle. Manu uko serious, uko how old? 44 years. Harakisha. Ukifika 20, mtu yake akifika 20 utakuwa 60. Unataka kuwa mbuyu mazee ukiwa nini? Ukiwa mzai, ukiwa grandpa. Mazee Manu kwa serious. So Jamal is taking it up to himself, you guys, to make sure I get a lady to impregnate.
You don't believe in your genes, you guys. Mbona uliangalia picha hivyo mbadala? So you will be contributing half of the chromosomes. So maybe you'll be able to change the fate of your child.
No, the fate is it's debatable.
Let me tell you. You know, my dad, from my dad's side, they are all short and stout. So they have this build. They are short, and then they're a bit build. So thanks maze to my dad enyewe. He was telling us he decided to change the trajectory of his seed.
Oh, for real? Oh, your dad is a bit smaller?
Yeah. Okay. I think you guys are like the same.
Yeah. And your mother?
Yeah, I think you guys will look eye to eye.
She's bigger.
So from my mother's side, they come from like they're giants. I think I'm like the smallest out of that entire family, and I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, I've met your brother. Your brother is really big.
Yeah, so like my dad decided purposefully, let me just change the trajectory of this family. Maze akasema acha aende atafute dem ref, which was now my mom, and that's how I'm like this.
Oh, okay.
But kama angeendelea na ile trajectory, I think ningekuwa mimi na wewe tungekuwa best son.
Yeah, man. But you guys, for me, maths is very important for the mommy. Yeah. Because you guys, my maths, you guys, inje. So I need someone who will restore hii maneno ya hesabu, you guys, in my lineage.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe you guys, maths is overrated, you guys. Tunaweza fanya
hizo vitu azikuangi sure.
Yeah, vitu kaa hizo, you guys. So, but anyway, that's just one of the things I normally think about.
Can I open this floor?
No, I haven't finished telling what Shaz.
You've opened the floor.
No, naongea sijamaliza. Shaz aliniambia nini? Wacha nimalize alafu open the floor.
Mbona hukusema?
Si tulianza stories zingine. So Shaz amesema Manu, do it, give that lady a kid and don't worry about it. I promise you the kid will come looking for you and you get to live your daddy dream. Shout out to you, Shaz.
So
Shad is
kubali hiyo
always,
deal.
on looking out for me maze, but twende kazi maze.
So first of all, I just want to introduce you to a British gentleman called Sir Alec Jeffreys.
Kuna watoto
So
ngapi?
Sir Alec Jeffreys is very important to this story.
Okay, sawa.
Because in 1984, this guy invented DNA fingerprinting, a technique that identifies individuals by analyzing the unique variations in their DNA. And his discovery by the alikuwa pale University of Leicester is actually really useful in forensics, immigration processes, and last but very controversially, paternity testing. So this story of DNA testing, Emmanuel, has been a topic that is being discussed all over the internets. You know, there is one particular guy. He's called Peter Ngumba. So he's I think he called himself a DNA something. He does DNA basically. And he's been on social media just advocating for men to conduct DNA tests. Just by the one of his videos, he was telling people you need to make sure that that kid enyewe ni mtoi wako. And that sparked a lot of discussion. You had, like, I was looking at the comment section, it's just a lot of people asking about how much it is to do a DNA test.
Alisema?
Yeah, he said it's 35 ngwa.
That's a lot. How serious am I about knowing how much?
You know what school fees is? How much school fees is?
35. Wacha tu nione. No, tunafanana. Ndio he's very light na ni mkubwa sana kama Bashir, lakini huyu ni wangu.
Yeah, someone who commented is like, hey, kuna mtu hapa kwa hii nyumba anifanani.
Kwa hiyo
DNA ni ngapi?
Kwa hiyo thread. 35 G's.
So there's a lot of men there. And then a very interesting comment I saw on Instagram was a lady who commented and said, a lot of men are raising other men's kids, and only the mothers know.
You guys know, in our clan of Vakwangwa, my dad told me, sisi maze mtoto akiletwa tu na mraise bra, you guys. Bana wanzi kumpeleka sijui DNA. Hata kama akona kipara na your hairline is as strong as the Singapore economy. Cheki, mtoto wako na kipara. Mtu anazaliwa mazi is already grown up, anajua hesabu, you guys, everything that you're not, you guys, that too is. But I hear you though, and it's an interesting conversation you brought up, and I've told you I have many stories around that. I told you, I don't know if I've told you on this wind down show saga about this guy who decided to divorce his wife. Not divorce his wife, get another wife.
Okay.
He said, I'm nimzae, sort of like that arrangement of, you saw Dr. Oburu, the way he introduced another helper. Check it, this is a helper who will be helping to massage, just to help. Where are you? So he's on his side. So this guy decided, that he wants a helper for his wife. All right, he says he wants children in his old age. Maze wife anamwambia, we maze, you already have 5 kids over here. What are you talking about? It's like, no, me, I need some children in my old age. Na wewe ushapitwa na wakati. So he insisted, akaenda akachukua dem, maze akamweka kwa nyumba, maze akaanza kazi. You guy kupalilia you guy yake yote, but you guy nothing was happening. So he thought there's a problem with that mommy. So see me as evidence.
5.
Yeah. So he's like, no, me I have 5 toys. Wewe ni nini baya? So they go for a test. The doctor checks the lady. The lady is okay yake yote. And then I don't know how she convinced this guy to also test. It found out that this guy, you guy, has been shooting some very serious blanks.
Okay, those swimmers were swimming backstroke.
Check it.
They are swimming back to.
So can you imagine this guy's problem?
5.
Number 1, he's discovered that yeye ni mtu wa mablank. Alafu akakaa chini akasema yeah. Alafu sasa it occurred to him that he has, in quotes, 5 children, you guy. Kumbe you guy, his wife, to help this guy's ego, went and did her own things and got these toys. just so that this guy doesn't, feel, she decided to solve the problem herself, and have this guy raise the kids, but none of those kids were these guys, you guys. So, I've just said that to say, okay, in that case, maybe it's a different story, but those DNA stories are very, very true. And I have proposed this in many, many platforms. I feel when you're born, you're given a birth certificate. The first thing you should be given after birth certificate, even before, is DNA certificate. So unachukua mama, unachukua mdosi, mzee, alafu mnaingia kwa lab, wanachuna, I don't know what the heck they test, but they test, and then they test the toy, and then you live there with the DNA certificate and now birth certificate. Otherwise, you guys utafanya kazi, you guys ya kanisa yako yote, you guys.
Yeah, but me, I was just saying, this scenario, you've been for that guy, sindio? You have 5 kids who you believe they are yours, sindio? Actually, kierere yake ndo ilimweka nje by the akaamua anaenda kutafuta watu wengine. What happens is you come and find out later on in life that these 5 kids are not your kids.
Yes.
But you've been raising them as your own. So you want to tell me you'll go back home and look at those kids differently?
Yes.
You start looking at them like, what are you strangers doing in my house?
No, you look at them differently because you love them.
But they're your kids. You raised those kids.
Yes, you raised them and they weren't yours, bro. You guys.
That doesn't matter. You raised the kids as yours.
As yours? That's the thing. Like you've been playing in a house.
What's all this fuss about ownership?
You guys
why do you want to own kiddos?
You've been introducing that toy. Check it. Aya, welcome to the Rora Show. Let's do this. Wacha ni wa introduce kwa vijana. Aya, Kapi simama. Aya, that is huyo ndio first one. Aya, ako wapi Agnes? Aya, Phoebe, wait, Phoebe.
Lazima useme ke wanafanya you guy. You're missing the name.
Oh, sorry.
Kapi ni engineer.
Kapi is IT.
Okay.
He's very good at IT.
Thank you.
And he's working for a leading, fast-growing radio station.
Yeah.
Agnes is an accountant with Deloitte. Anafanya na Deloitte maneno ya hesabu yako yote. Unajua mimi sijui hesabu, lakini huyu anajua.
Sijui hiyo jinsi ilitoka wapi.
Phoebe. You guys, Phoebe is a light, you guys.
Yeah.
Cheki, Phoebe is my daughter. Huyu ndio anaenda Harvard. In fact, I've already sent deposit ya school fees.
Musishtuke kwa nini yeye ni mweupe. Niliambiwa shosho yangu pia alikuwa mlight. So hii mambo ya jinsi mnajua tu. But ni wangu.
Huyu mdogo anaitwa Alan. Alan ndio anakaa Muhindi. Lakini unajua these are miracles. Unajua huyu ni Gen Z. This is Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
So they are built different. Si kama sisi.
No, nywele ilichomeka kwa womb.
You get that to his chomoka, you guys nodding his head.
Like, God is funny. God is funny like that. He makes things happen in the stomach. So he has a condition where alipigwa calcit kwa tumbo.
You guys, but I hear you about like what constitutes the toy being yours to me.
Yeah. Me, my question is that it's just like a very straightforward question. Are you gonna come back home, look at your toys? Okay, they're not your toys, but look at those kids who you've been raising,
who look like Amandeep Singh.
And surely,
no, you mwana napenda kuvaa turban.
And surely treat them differently. And even like straight to their face tell them that, I am not your father. Henceforth, you guys need to chuck.
You guys, let me
I'm giving you 48 hours to vacate this place.
Maybe we can start with you. What is your preference? So if you discover this toy you've been raising is not yours, utalipuka ama you'll just take you'll get upset probably. But let me not speak for you. How would you react?
Me, if that happens, I get to a point where I've been raising this kid, I've been paying school fees, we've bonded, like me, I'm raising this kid as this is like my kid. And then it gets to a point where I come and realize that, I'm not the biological father of this child. I don't think I'll switch up on the kid because the kid has no mistake. They are really blameless in this situation. The person who will have trouble with is the mother. Because as they always say, the mother always knows. Na kuna mtu alisema siri za wamama zinakuanga kubwa sana. Unadhani ya men we have secrets. The secrets that mothers have is life changing.
So you'd chuja the mother?
Not chuja, but definitely we'll have a very deep conversation about what
but
transpired.
You wouldn't chuja. Because
unajua sometimes kuna watoi wanabadilishwa during birth.
Oh, okay.
So there are other things that I'll hear her
you'll
out.
make excuses for her.
It depends how she looks.
She's your wife, so clearly you already committed.
Okay,
Take it now, bro. Bro, let me tell you, for mine,
show, Buddha.
you guys, can you imagine those guys at the OC switched up my toy, bruh? Yeah, but that Muindi you guys toy was you guys, but it was quite a blunder, bruh. It was a blunder. But anyway, me a lover.
No, it has nothing to do that I had a Muindi watchman back in the day. No, this is not Patel's kid. Come on. It was just a genuine mistake that happened in the Hosi. There was a miscommunication.
Yeah, like
there was an exchange. These hospitals, man, they are too corrupt.
Yeah. No, but I hear you. The toy hasn't.
I think it's gonna be very hard. I'm just saying, I think I know myself, and even all these men who are here, Sijui Nini. What happens when you find out this kid is not yours? What are you doing?
See you.
Like for real, you're gonna just close your heart and be like, me, I'm not your father, go away.
Yeah.
The other thing, Emmanuel, I'm seeing is there's a sunken loss here. You've been paying school fees. You've been feeding this kiddo. You've been doing mentoring. Nini. So
you guys, that toy represents betrayal, you guys. When you're looking at this toy here, the perspective has changed. Ukimwona hivi ameandika tu hapa, you were betrayed. And then on the back ameandikwa, your mommy was commongoed. You guys with a double M, you guys.
And I am the result.
So that pain, I think, is what drives you away.
Yeah.
Because
yes, definitely nitaumia, but
there's no buts, you guys.
I don't think
you guys. You'll be weeping. Maybe you'll need mad therapy.
Yeah.
Because you see, you've developed a bond with this individual. And then now, as you're saying, there's the sunken cost. The years have gone by. Maybe now you're in your 50s. That's when you decided to... I don't know how that DNA test came out. Like there's this story. It's a breaking story about this guy called Professor Eshiwani. George Eshiwani. He was the former vice chancellor of KU. All right, very popular guy. I remember I used to follow stories about him. So he passed on. So, but the toys have been going back and forth in court over his estate. So the court has decided, it has ordered that they need to do a DNA test, which has to be conducted within 45 days. So the whole family, these toys, all of them, have to go through a DNA test to check if they are actually children of Bwana Professor George Eshiwani. So I'm just imagining those toys, what they're going through, you guys, in the next 45 days, bruh. You guys, their hearts must be beating like a tom-tom. Checky, you are... Not.
No, I think they'll have to do it the way they announce winners in some of these contests. So contestant number 47, step forward. Step forward. So contestant number 47, you are not
the uncle. So you see, unaona shida zenye watu hiyo wanapitia. So if they just tweak the law kiasi, all right, just to save, like we just need to save face, you know what I mean? We need to save the future, we need to save our feelings and the feelings of these toys. When you're born, birth certificate unapewa, haya mnaenda DNA test and then you confirm hapo. So that if you know, at least raise the child not knowing it's yours.
Knowing
it's
knowing not yours.
Yes, raise that child like that, like hey, huyu si wangu but nimeamua kutake up.
But also just
rather than raising the child and then later on si wako.
Taking from the story that you've just given about that guy, if you look at the intention of the lady, it was vonasema just to maintain some ego and some dignity towards the man. Unajua, I think after a while you'll know. I think as a woman you'll know enyewe hapa kidogo.
At what?
Like you said, she did all that because she wanted to maintain his ego.
Yes.
And also to maintain the marriage in a certain way. You know, this guy is always asking for kids. He's not able to give me kids, but me, I want this to work. So let me just find a solution huko nje. And it worked for a very long time. 5 kids, that's a lot.
Have you ever read about this traditional, like lunges? Let me speak for lunges. I think we had this... I think in African traditional societies, if me and you see now like me I don't have toys, right? Say so perchance ningekuwa na bibi kwa nyumba na tuna watoto na years inapita na mtoto hapatikani, so my mother and maybe my grandmother would go and talk to my bro. So my bro anaamka one of those nights, my bro wenye akona watoto kadhaa, so anaamka one of the nights, mimi natumwa kuangalia shamba ya nini huko Kipkaren huko karibu na kwenyu. So naacha bibi London.
Do they tell you?
Nimetumwa? No, they don't tell you. So unachomoka unaishia, bro wako anaingia hapo kwako anafanya kazi, alafu 9 months down the line you guys you have a toy who looks like you. You guys African solutions to African problems, you guys. So after a couple of 9 months you guys you have a toy, the toy looks like you because it's your bro's toy. You've solved the problem.
The marriage is working, you guys are happy, but everyone is happy.
Yeah, everyone is happy. Okay, they laugh at you behind the hat, but you guys at least after
you better hope you guys your bro is not a drunk. One day he'll really tangaza you guys.
But you guys, are you seeing how these guys used to use these tactics to solve some of these problems?
Yeah.
But now I don't know what they used to do now, if maybe the problem is on the
so the just to add, I remember my mother telling me, I don't know if it's Kale culture, but there's a culture like that now, because kitambo, as always, unajua, the man was always right. Unajua, it's very hard for a man to agree and say, nyewe you guy, me I cannot. So most of the time it was thought that the problem is the woman. So the woman is not able to conceive. She is what do they call them? She's
barren.
Yeah, barren. So it was always the blame was always on the women. It was never on them. I think
they used to shift the blame. They'd assume the problem is
definitely.
The
so what used to happen in that now, the wife will have to go and take another wife. So you're sort of marrying a younger lady or a lady that is capable. So you are the one, like, okay. You are marrying another wife, not your husband marrying another
she brings in a mommy.
Yeah, she brings in a mommy.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that also.
Yeah. And then now your husband will be doing the business with that mommy, and then the kids will be yours.
So this mother takes the toy. And raises that toy as her own toys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So they used to have solutions for these things, kitambo. Like it's not a modern. I mean, DNA was like this DNA fingerprinting was invented in 1984. So kitambo, it was never a real issue like that. If you're not able and you guys are married,
it's a natural in life.
Yeah, like you can't blame someone for that. It's just like some work, some don't. Yeah, so they just find a solution because now you're married and you need to bring forth the next generation. So as long as one of you is able to conceive and to do that, then it's still in the family.
I think that business like arrangement in relationships was polite kitambo, you guys. Modern romanticism is crazy. Although nowadays I see guys doing a lot of surrogacy. So you get a surrogate parent, and then your sperm is put in the woman who conceived. Then this other lady chukas the toys and raises that toy as their own. So maybe it's not a human being who you bring to your digs, but there are definitely guys doing surrogacy. There are many other guys who are doing IVF. Obviously, I'm not a scientist. I can't explain the details, but I guess there are scientific solutions. But I just love how these guys of Kitambo, they used to sort these problems out.
And also, like, within the family, like, apart from your bro and like a few people, like, aingekuwa ati natangazo ati sijui.
Oh, it was undercover.
Kesho sijui at dawn. No, like, even you you'll never know. You'll never find out. Like, it's a secret that is held.
Also, even you've never known
that. I don't even have a toy, you guys.
No, you are the one who's taking. He's not my daddy. Hey. You get, that's interesting. Okay, guys, wamechangamka hapa sana kwa hii timeline yetu. Dennis Mutevia anasema ndio maana siwezi fanya DNA, kuna mwenye ataumia. Maybe that ignorance is bliss.
I think so. I think kuna wase wenye now you're looking at your kiddo, and your kiddo yenyewe masikio imekunjika in a way that haiko kwa familia yenyu. Like, I just look at you know a stranger when you see one.
I love how tabia weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guy anasoma sana.
Akona characteristics zenye aziko kwa familia yenyu.
Yeah, bana. So hizo neighbor wako ni lecturer.
Yeah. But now the marriage is weathering. You guys have investments, you've built a home, you're doing things together. I think sometimes looking the other way helps.
But this thing, how come men are more affected by this thing of their mummies being komongod?
Because now
and then
you're the one
same
raising the
men
kids.
Are the ones komonging. You're talking about raising the kids.
I'm talking about the financial aspect, which is what is brought up a lot of times. It's like, hey, I invested money, I paid school fees, I did this and this and this and this. It's always about the finances you used. Yeah.
So you invested ulitupa pesa.
You raised, basically the other thing is you raised another man's toy.
Yeah, which
so you took another man's responsibility, which now you feel.
So you feel robbed.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the cuckoo bird. So the cuckoo bird yenye inaenda ina taga mai kwa another bird's nest.
What type of knee is that?
And then you guys, when the eggs hatch, see there are a few eggs hapo ndani. Then now this cuckoo bird inatupa nje hizo ma birds zingine za zimehatch. Then this mother just feeds that bird, you guys.
Damn.
And then that bird is big, you guys, compared to the other. Me can really wonder, you guys. Check it, go live. Unafanya nini hapa kwangu? See hatuna hizi jeans. Wait, Skia, let us know what you guys think about this conversation, especially the ladies. I want to hear from the ladies today, because the men, I know where the men, lean towards. And you can tell from the comments, Miken Malweyo leo kuku, anasema watching live from Florida. Man, shout out Mazee uko Florida.
Shout out.
Papias anasema #wind down. Blazius Mwambo anasema another day, another dollar. Niaje Manu na Basha, VP. Blazius, Bikeman Chronicles is back. So jamani lostia happy boys. Nzige number 2 listening live from Olive Court hapa. Shout out. Oh, huyu ako madabra. DJ Stitch ako hapo home Kite maze. Wait, DJ Stitch kunanyesha? Kite seems to be nyesha eh? I don't know what's cutting the sides.
Yeah.
So anasema Shalom brothers tuned in from Kitengela. Bashir, belated congrats on your special show tamu kama kawa. Shora Mohamed uko Lamu anasema tuko locked mbaya sana mno. And then about the topic, Dennis anasema halaiki wenye hatukufika. Okay, this is not about the topic. Anasema halaiki wenye hatukufika kwa show yako tutaipata wapi because hatuioni huku YouTube. You guys are in a hurry to watch your show.
Yeah, it's being chopped.
Yeah, inachongwa. Aya, Guapanese citizen anasema Bash, that's a mixture of hunter gatherer and nilotic genes. What is he talking about? Mwindi.
No. Maybe the knee that we are saying. The solutions. The traditional solutions to these things.
Yes, Mazi. And Marube Momanya anasema manzige tuko huku. Me, just to, before we move forward with this saga, personally, to be honest, when I'm in the situation, ndio nitajua Kenya nitafanya you guys. Yeah. Me, because I get really attached quickly. So I'm very sure I'd really be attached to those toys. I don't see myself being in a place where I'll chuja them, but I'll have very deep conversations with the mother, you guys. Yeah.
I think the other thing that you can do, instead of letting it get to the point where you're doing a DNA test, you as Emmanuel, me as Bashir, what we need to do as men and all of us that are listening, just go and get tested. So that
what? The match
you just know if the knee works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's a better place to start.
You go test your...
Because I've seen another scenario where there's this lady who had a husband and was telling the husband how she's pregnant and she was happy. But now the guy had gone and been tested and he knew he was not able to father any kids. So you see, now you put a stop to it immediately.
So you start looking for solutions from day one.
So anza nawe kwanza. Because now the traditional rhetoric was it's always the women.
But me, I don't want to know if I'm shooting blanks.
So you have to know. Because now you're exposing yourselves to such things.
It will affect my ego.
I almost said a very bad word about your ego. Cheki Bash, uko radio, tulia.
Cheki, sitaki kujua kana kwamba mimi na shoot.
So listen, Emmanuel.
Although the evidence is on the table.
This is what I want you to do. So take your ego, just take it outside and then remove a gun and pepeta it. Because this is not about your ego, and that's the problem with men. Like you have to put that ego
I'm speaking
aside.
for a very big constituency.
Like if you're really concerned about this issue, start with yourself.
Would you be happy with the chick helping you by going to get to his coins?
If I know I'm not able
like
to
she's
do it,
protecting your reputation. So she just comes and tells you, look, wewe uwezi kazi, nimeongea na Peter. So Peter lives in Belize. So I'll just fika Belize. I'll be there for a month, and then it's not, it's nothing. Peter is he has very good stock. His dad is a professor. His mom is, she retired from the military. She used to work there in the IT department. He's a very good build, no history of known diseases. So when we come back, we'll just raise the toy, and I'll never, ever tell anyone that it's Peter's toy.
No. So, me, I'll not do that. Simply because, first of all, what do you mean? Who's Peter? Why, like who?
See, a childhood friend was volunteer.
Let me tell you. By the way, we don't have a problem.
Peter doesn't even want kids.
Listen, we don't have a problem raising other men's kids. What we have a problem is the act. Thinking about the act that sired these kids. That's why we have sperm banks. It's the same thing that you're saying. If me and my woman realize I am not able to perform,
but Peter,
we have that discussion. Also, Peter, you should take Peter outside hapo kwa tent, remove a gun and pepeta Peter too.
Unajua ni how much is IVF?
So, me, I think that is the problem is you thinking about what your mommy is being done to sire those kids. But if you're telling me, I go to a sperm bank, me and my mommy, we sit down, and then they bring, have you ever gone to buy a movie? Hizo movies za kuweka kwa flash za CD. So they have a kitabu hivi, like a file. So you go through the file looking for name. As you're saying, you look for characteristics. You're like, hey, there's this guy, not his real name. Tell me John 1. So John 1 went to Harvard. He's 6'4". You sort of just try to look for the best candidate in terms of the person who's gonna basically make a child with your mommy.
They actually rate those sperms, right?
Yeah.
They are rated. These guys at this level of intelligence.
No history of diseases.
Yes.
Does not drink alcohol.
The premium sperm is more expensive than wasewani.
Yeah, definitely.
Kwa mtaa pale Kilundas.
Kuna watu wengi by the way walikuwa waniambia wakiwa kampo watu walikuwa wanaenda kujaribu donate. Yeah. I'm really sure mazee they were really mwagging those sperms in the morning hapo asubuhi.
Oh, okay.
Because my friends were drunkards.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't have any I'm not sure the quality was really good. I don't think they fetched a good amount.
You guy, Andre Nosa says, I think it's easier said than done. Geoffrey anasema Petero is dangerous. Geoffrey is also saying, so you'd have a family full of strangers. Shout out to Omar Kahen anasema watching live from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. We're discussing DNA hapa in the studio, and we're asking if you'd be willing to raise a toy who you discover is not your toy. You guys toys are very cute. The way they look at you,
it's by design.
Especially when they are babies, you guys they look.
It's like
at you. It's a survival.
All infants, but it's not just babies. Like even cubs, and I've ever seen a baby lion.
Yes, yeah, they look cute, right? But for human beings, it's actually a survival instinct. Because that look of cuteness, you look and say, I have to take care of this thing.
Yeah.
Because it looks amazing. So let me take care of this individual. So, I'm just painting a picture of this toy who looks so good, bonded with you, doesn't know anyone else as their dad, or their dad, in this case. You've been with them, they're now teenagers, you discover now they're not yours. I think deal with the heartbreak, go and cry hapo in kuna place flani inaitwa Ololua ama Ngong Nature Trail, so ingia hapo nani and cry for the act the act of someone kumunga inyo mami yake yote
profusely.
Yeah, you weep alafu sasa rudi
you weep again. I think it's but you think about it,
but that betrayal is it's painful.
I do agree that hiyo ya
ile yenye ujui,
and then now the problem is I feel like I'm being conned.
Yeah,
because instead of telling me that, hey, listen, we've tried, and I get trying to preserve someone's ego, but at what cost?
Me and move to another country.
Yeah.
And,
why?
I don't want to be here for now. See, I'm happy
because of the shame, mama. What is the emotion you're feeling at that?
I'm wondering, yani, these guys.
Is there a shame that you are not able to and another man was able to?
Yes, there is shame. There's shame, and you feel, I don't know what word to use. Even now, the way me I love toys, and you see other people loving toys, there's some level of embarrassment.
Yeah.
So you're like, "Ay, Kwani, you guy, what's my story, you guy? You guys know in my digs, I'm the only one you guys don't have toys.
Damn.
In my whole family,
Out of
7
22
people.
But you guys are 22.
Okay, out of the 22, ni me na nani Luko.
So you are together, you guys. You get the moment Luko gets a
Luko. Check it. Bro, uko fiti, uko gig.
Check it, bado tupate.
No, these are the advantages of not having a toy. Kina mato mazee wana raise watu yao mbaya. Check si tuko hapa sherehe. Haya, twende kazi. Check it. Haya, twende chini. Haya, panda juu. We, pull up.
Okay, let me tell you, the moment Luko enyewe gets a kid, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah. But to be honest, and we're on radio, and I'm just sharing this because I know there are people who are going through the same thing. Maybe I also need to go get tested. Yeah.
Me, I'll go with you.
Why, you guys?
I need to find out.
I don't want to go with you.
I want to know the score.
Which score, you guys?
See the score. I need to know.
See, I'll tell you guys. Me, I'm not going with you.
Are you gonna lie, you guys?
You guys, you want me to leave you?
You're gonna tell me your sperm is A1.
You want me to leave you kwa nini? Kwa reception.
Check it.
Check niaje bash. So wacha niingie alafu nikame. Haya.
Toka as if I'm gonna help you the process, you guys.
You guys umesikia nimesema
you guys, you are all alone.
Ati niingie alafu nikame. That is strange. It was a mistake, but that's a good mistake.
It made sense.
So yes, I agree with you, Andre Nosa. It's easier said than done. Bashir, in other news, there's this message that you sent me about a package being supplied by one of the local hospitals. Wanaita circumcision package. So this package entails, it's basically for circumcising your young boy, all right? There's a surgeon's fee, theater charges. The package is from November to December, I think, because kids are on holiday. But it's 19 gwizis, bruh.
19 gwa?
Yeah, 19 gwa.
19 gwa, and I'm losing skin. I'm not gaining.
You're losing, you guys. But you're gaining manhood.
First of all, let's just have this discussion.
Where did you go for that?
I went to, it was a mix of, it was traditional, but it was being conducted by the church. So it was really in the forest, traditional, nini. But you
went to the forest?
Yeah.
It was happening in the forest?
Brother.
No wonder you have some weird habits. You need to be taken to Hail Selassie. Check it, where unaitwa nani? Check it, keep current forest.
But now the procedure itself was done by a qualified doctor. It was not it was not those traditional just.
But what's the mix-up?
It was a hybrid, I'd say.
Why are they hybriding?
It was a hybrid because even in terms of the teachings that we were supposed to receive, there were some things that were like pitward na wakati.
Okay.
Like the way, at least the way, because you need to understand when it comes to some of these transitions into manhood, like circumcision held like a deeper meaning, because now that's why we come up with this need of age groups and age sets. Like the people who I was circumcised with are supposed to be my cohort, basically.
Yes.
We call themselves bakule. Like I have a bakule because we went into.
Oh, they're called bakule.
Yeah.
They're called bakule, ama.
So you call each other.
Oh, right.
So yeah, up to now I still have people I went to get circumcised with who we still have that bond.
Oh, and you're special.
No, actually, none of them came. But the whole idea is, and the way my dad and his dad did it, it used to take at least 6 months, because now you are being trained to become warriors.
So it was more like a transition to manhood.
Yeah, and also because now it's like a new cohort of warriors. So you've graduated from being boys, now you guys are protectors of the land.
Yeah.
But now we live in an age where now that is not important anymore. So some of those things were being removed, and the church was responsible for now sort of changing the syllabus.
Okay.
So it was a mixture of both. If anything was important, we'd be taught from like the old rule book. And then also now other things that were being taught, just sex education, some of these things that the church was championing.
There are stories about young men going for those bush circumcisions.
Yeah.
and then they go for that, as we call it, that ceremony of becoming a man after the circumcision and you're in the bush, inaitwa kualoha. All right. So there are stories by ladies about young boys going into the bush for that ceremony. Then when they come back, hawambiliki, bro. You guys, I don't know what the heck they are told in that bush, lakini I think one of the things ni dem akikwambia kitu usijaribu kusikia. So a toy comes back, you guys unamtuma na kuangalia like who are you, what are you, and why are you sending me? So many ladies that I've hung with have complained about those ceremonies, especially those aocha.
Yeah. They definitely instill some of those.
The ones for kitambo.
Yeah,
the ones
kitambo.
for.
That's why I'm saying, like, if the church was not involved, kitchen. If I entered ile traditional full force, like, hizo ni vitu ningekuwa naambiwa.
Some
and still some of those things. Because when you're hanging out in that particular place, you get visited by people who, by the way, if you've not been circumcised, you can't get inside there. So I don't know how they check. I think they just trust.
If you're
not circumcised, you can't come into that place. So there's a place we've built like a HQ. So you still get people, people drunks, people from me coming to tell you all manner of
guys are peddling advice here.
Yes, it is how now that you're a man, you need to do this, and so it's up to you to decide which advice you want to take. And
that is my advice.
Mingi sana. Me was told sijui
usiosha vyombo.
Sijui when a woman cooks sijui ugali and sijui ameweka jiko katikati ya miguu, there's a way sijui ati ukisaviwa ugali kisu ifai kudungwa. Unaona how you can serve ugali and then you just make a lot of
there also
superstitions. So me I was like, hizi vitu zinanisaidia aje exactly
in our aluhaing. And I was telling my sister,
but then you guys used to, because we are neighbors, so we used to go to your circumcision because you guys are paraded. You guys go to the river and then you apply that matope and nini, and then you do this. Used to follow you guys na hizo kengele.
But and then you see mama kidet,
and then there's a guy with a knee. It's
knife.
One guy who just does all of you guys.
Does he wash that knife?
You wash with what?
You guys don't disinfect?
Nah.
But now that's why this organization said taking up and bringing in some sort of cleanliness and other things while still making it.
Because you can preserve the tradition, but at least make it a bit safe.
Make it safe and maybe update the syllabus so that you don't create some crazy toys, you guys. So for us, the weird part was because as we got circumcised in hospital, a hospital called War Memorial Hospital up in Nax. So after that,
you went to OC, you guys.
Yeah. You didn't go to OC?
Pudding.
You guys, you're wild.
Sop. You guys, I'm the one shaming you.
You guys, you're a wild animal.
You guys, you're not shaming me. I'm shaming you.
I'm trying to shame you.
I'm looking down upon
you. You guys, mimi nilikuwa hosi, you guys. Mimi nilidungwa some serious anesthesia.
Ulijifunika kikoi.
But you guys, mimi sikulia. My bro weeping like a nonsense. Take Eternus. So I went in first and then him later. So my pain had already subsided. So I was really judging him.
So hakukuona ukilia.
Sikulia, you guys. You guys didn't cry, you guys. I was a warrior, bro. So anyway, so after that ceremony, after that being circumcised in OC, we were taken to Shags for some ceremony. I've forgotten the name of what you call guys who have been circumcised in Bukusu na Wajapona. So nilikuwa Ocha, tukapelekwa Ocha, and then my bro and myself and my small bro, my blood brother, and my half brothers, we were made to fight with ugali, you guys. Like what the heck was that, you guys?
What do you mean fight with ugali?
Si tulipa ugali alafu tukaambiwa tutupiane na tugongane na hizo masembe. And then there were villagers there watching us. So I don't know why I've always found that to be a most demonic.
So it was
why was it us versus, why was it half brother against half brother?
I don't know what narrative they were trying to propagate. But which side won?
I don't know, but I hit my brother.
But you guys started eating the ugali. No. Badala ya kuwesti, let's come to an agreement.
What are you going to do with your toys? Are you going to take them to Hosi ama unampeleka bush?
Where bush wapi?
Let me tell you what
do you think
now.
There are no bushes size?
Let me tell you what's happening now with my nephews and nieces, now that Mimi to me uncle advice. So what's happening with them? You guys think shida itaanza what my nephews wakianza kupata watu, you guys? Can you imagine, you guys? taking me, this is a cute baby. Kuna boys hapa ameniambia ati Kisengani uko na shida. Kama huna mtoto enda usiupimwe kama uko poa. This guy is
I'll hold your hand.
This guy is child shaming me, you guys.
I'll hold your hand. I'll take you, Maze. We go and know.
So what's happening now is your children are circumcised, the boys, and then the uncles give them advice.
Yeah.
But you're saying yours was 6 months. I feel like this
like Kitambo, it was 6 months.
Oh, sorry. Kitambo, it was 6 months.
I think 2 months.
I feel like now it's too rushed for those 2 years to learn anything.
You can't even learn it.
Because now I remember we did a ceremony similar in December for my one of my nephews, and we stood up. Guys were giving out some very good advice, but it's too fast. It's just an evening for an hour, and then we are done. I don't think that Toe even remembers any of the things we told him.
Yeah.
I think it should we should borrow from those traditions and maybe update the syllabus like you were saying, because I feel like that's a very good time to train young toys, especially now with the modern syllabus. Train them how to be good providers in the home, how not to beat up their spouses and stuff like that, how to be loyal, how also to be purpose-led,
having
not
protected
to komonga
sex.
mummies.
Thank you.
No commongarization before you get a doctorate.
And for that reason, me and Emmanuel are offering a package where they can get a hybrid of the hospital, the safety, and the safety of the hospital, and then they can get a hybrid where they're getting taught lessons and just being given advice over a period of time. This package will only be 175,000 pekek, and it comes with advice.
You guys, that's affordable, you guys.
Come on, you guys.
You guys were really
So you guys here at taking the hood off services.
Taking the hood off the hood with Emmanuel Kisgani and Bashir Halaiki. It comes with advice on life after.
Only 175,000 Kenya shillings.
Emmanuel Kisgani is a professional in not getting toys, and Bashir Halaiki is going to get many, many toys.
Book while stocks last.
You get itaweza sana. Wait, shout out to everyone who's listening to us on YouTube. Robinson Tiso amepatikana huku leo. Anasema live from Houston, Texas. Karibu sana bwana Robinson. Omar anasema Ethiopian plus Kenyan Kikuyu girl. Imagine your mixture. You guys, Omar anatesa. You guys huko Addis Ababa. So shout out to our YouTube peeps. We're going to be moving the conversation back to X. We've been hanging out over here with Bash doing the breakdown. We've talked about DNA. We've talked about circumcision. Let us know what you think, because it's not an echo chamber. Let us know what you think about the conversation. And for the guys who are joining us on YouTube, if you've not liked and followed our page, do so, because our shows are updated there every single day. We're going to get into the top of the hour, then we'll be back.
This is Radio Generation. The drums are calling, the laughter is rising, the taste of home fills the air. The Somali Cultural and Arts